G'day YouTube, Ranger of Oz here, and I just got back from the long walk from the cinema after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, and as you can see by my smile, this movie was freaking awesome. Now this is going to be my spoiler light video. I'll do a full review of the movie when it comes out on DVD, so stay tuned for that. For now, this is just my thoughts, my opinions on the characters, stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you any major story points, so let's just get right started with Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, I think. I kinda like this character. He's a little bit of Tony Stark mixed in with a whole lot of I don't know, but I mean, he's almost as good as he thinks he is. He has a fair bit of there is a bit of mystery surrounding him. This is all tying into story stuff. I don't want to tell it. A little bit of mystery surrounding him. He starts off as a member of a band of thieves and a bit of a treasure hunter, and his character evolves as the movie progresses, and I like his suit too. The helmet with the long coat and the pew pew. I like it a lot, and Chris Pratt really does seem to be enjoying himself as he plays the character. Someone else who seems to be enjoying himself with the character was Rocket Raccoon, and the name of the actor always escapes me. I apologize, but the guy that voiced him was obviously enjoying playing a big man in a little furry suit. Again, he sort of has a bit of a character evolution. There's also a bit of a sad point as he delves into some of his backstory, and he doesn't know he's a raccoon. That's a bit of an interesting point, but he doesn't realise that he's a raccoon, so yeah, that's something. Love of big guns, love of tinkering. There's at least one point where he builds something from scratch, and another point where he repairs it in like 5 seconds flat. And I'm like, yeah, man, you've got skills. I don't know where a raccoon got those skills, but you just made a massive person-destroying gun out of, like, scrap metal. Interesting. Groot. I am Groot. Voiced by Vin Diesel. That's a fun character, considering he can only really say 3 words throughout the entire movie. Or does he? He can only really say 3 words and he still manages to say a lot. He doesn't say much, but he says a lot. Seems to be the one that really is into getting the group together as a group and not as like a bunch of thieves. What else? He has some good moments, he has some moments of awesome, and he has one moment of badass. Yeah, he's really good. Gamora, again, I can't remember her name. I am sorry. I feel so horrible about that. She's... I don't know. I don't know where to place it. She starts as really blank and kind of evolves, kind of not evolves. She's an almost sort of but not really love interest for Star-Lord. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to put her. Moving on to the... Alright, this was, as much as I love the guy, this is the biggest concern I had with the movie. Dave Bautista, the animal from the WWE, and some of you may know how much I love wrestling, as Drax. Now, I've only ever seen one version of Drax, and that's the slightly childish version. I've also, with the Soul Gem of the Infinity Gems, and flicking a guy across the galaxy or something like that. I can't remember which guy he flicked, but he flicked him. Poof. Not in this movie. In this movie, he's well spoken. Not too much of a sense of humor. Again, there's a lot of character evolution in this movie. I love that. Starts off as really angry, vengeance-driven, and sort of mellows out a bit. You see some small bit of that childlike Drax I was talking about, but not so much of the powerhouse. Honestly, there are probably some people who are going to disagree with me, but honestly, Groot was more powerful than Drax. I'm going to get so hammered for that, but it's the truth. Groot came across as more powerful than Drax. Be that as it may, I actually I was concerned about it, but he came across. He was well spoken. Didn't do very well with metaphors. That becomes a running gag. He mellows out. He actually did a really good job, and I'm really glad, because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more of Batista as Drax in the future. So yeah, okay, he did well. Karen Gillan, bald blue and so far away from Amy Pond, it's not. It's actually quite remarkable. There was one scene where she was walking away from the camera, and her hips were swaying and had a slightly sensual tone to it, and to the way she was walking, and I can't help but thinking, Amy doesn't walk like that. This isn't how Amy Pond walks. This is just so far away from who she is in Doctor Who. It was actually quite wow, I couldn't believe it. Who else was there? Ronan the Accuser. Oh my. Again, I don't know the name of the guy that played him. I apologize, but dude, wow, he was deadly. He didn't have he had a few scenes, not a lot with the actual Guardians of the Galaxy. But he's strong, powerful, deadly, obsessed, everything. Yes, he is still Kree, so that means the Kree will be showing up at some point in the future, if they haven't already. And he just comes across as this horrible person, and the guy that played him actually did a really good job, and I am stoked about, just that was really cool. Thanos, we got our first full body look of Thanos with the costume and oh my, he didn't do a lot. What he did was sat there and took, but he did it, and he felt like he was about to get up and pulverize someone. And I liked it. I liked the whole movie. There really isn't much I can say about the movie that wasn't spectacular. What else? Ooh, little bit of a side note. A lot of the story revolved around the planet. I don't want to say a planet, but the spoiler connects to what I'm about to say next. I'm going to say a lot of the story revolves around a planet, Xandar. Now, Marvel comic fans may know this as the homeworld of the Nova Corps, and they appear. They're not the high-rocketing, high-speed bucket heads that we know. Although the bucket helmet does appear, nonetheless, it is the Nova Corps by name. That was kind of cool. I think that's about all I can say about the movie. Overall, it was really good. Hey, there are a lot of people that are saying this is the best Marvel movie. Yeah, I think I kind of agree. I'm sorry, Avengers, you've been unthroned. So yeah, it was actually really good, and I'm really looking forward to any future appearance of the Guardians in the Marvel movies. Hopefully they'll get to Earth fairly soon. There is an opening in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm sure, for them to show up. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's about all I can say. So I will work on the first the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reviews. After that, I'm a little bit, a little bit inspired, so I'll get into that. And yeah, I'll probably doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles next week when it comes out down here. So look forward to that. With that, this is Ranger of Oz. I'll see you later. Oh, almost forgot. End credit scene. Without saying too much, what? Where? I feathers. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.